Yes, welcome to our program, NJO LEO. Today is the day of the 24th of August 2018. My name is Odon Bulamba. I'm going to present to you this program for the next maybe 15 or 20 minutes or so. So I would like you to be with me, to bear this with me and share with me your opinion, your point of views in order to help to build our strong Congo, to build our nation, and to put it in the right shape. So without taking so long, I'll go straight away through the main lines, the main points that I'm going to talk to you about today. And among the main lines, the first one is we have been waiting for some days now, for some hours now, because since yesterday or last night, CENI was supposed to publish the list of candidates who were so far selected, and that a short list was supposed to be published last night, but now we are on Friday the 24th without having any clue about the list yet. Is this list of candidates, presidential candidates, national legislative candidates, is this list going to be published today or not? Or again, what are the reasons for this to take so long instead of being published just at once, you know, and everybody can know who was maintained, who was shortlisted, or who was not? We'll look at that maybe a little bit deeper in the next few minutes. ELIE KAPEND, who decided to make a coup, or again, who gave an ultimatum to the president of DRC, Kabila, by saying that within the next 72 hours, if he doesn't quit the power, he could act or overreact or start a war, has been under arrest since last night, since yesterday afternoon. He was under arrest and now he's in detention at Demiap. Demiap is like a secret place, a prison where Kabila keeps all those political and military actors whenever they are in trouble with him. In Kananga, there has been a sit-in of young people. So the youth of Kananga has decided to stand firmly and to loudly speak to their governor, requesting him to resign because he doesn't do anything important for them. They believe that governor of theirs, Denis Kimbai, should resign because his contribution is almost nothing to the entire province. And as you might be aware, Kananga has been going through a lot recently since the election of 2011 because they didn't vote for Kabila. There is a type of revenge or a mistreatment of that population. Day after day, minute after minute, people really see the heavens turning to dark because of their no to Kabila to be their leaders. And finally, the people of CLC in the Congo have sent a message to different international organizations talking about the election of the Congo. They are afraid that this coming election would bring trouble with it. It will put the Congolese people in the toughest area or corner where things will be not easy for them to handle. Therefore, they are asking for these people, the international organizations, for the international committees or community to look at the situation of the Congo because we don't want to see bloodshed, Congolese people or the Congo country to become a bloodshed once more again. So these are the points that I'm going to develop, and I will just go through the analysis of all of them all together, but I will insist just on the first one, which is the list of candidates, which is not so far published, and secondly, maybe the calling in of ELIE KAPEND or his arrest or arrestation. So our analysis today, the first time we'll talk to you a little bit, maybe in a way which will be a little bit different because I'll mix things here and there and I won't just stick to one point. People have been waiting since last night on the so-called shortlist where we should do things, a shortlist where we should discuss about things, shortlist about where we should look at things in a different way. And it appears that the people are somehow disappointed because the shortlist is not published yet. And who was supposed to publish it? It's not me, it's not you, but it's CENI. And CENI was supposed to publish those short list of candidates for the national legislative and the candidate also for the presidential. Unlikely to now, lists are not ready yet. So what can be the reasons for not having those people who, or again, those who are shortlisted to be known by now? According to my thoughts, one is I know that the population may stand up and protest against those lists. So they find a way to delay it as much as they can in order to publish it later, after maybe the agreement, after the consent, after maybe getting the permission for the hierarchy or the highest personality, which is Kabila or again Rwanda, in order to publish those lists. The first reason for, according to me, for them to keep a little bit of silence, they know that, one, those lists may not contain the name of Katumbi, which is correct. Katumbi didn't present his candidature. He didn't, he was not accepted to step or to walk into the country, so he's completely outside of the race. The group of Katumbi, which is Ensemble, has got millions of people or members or supporters. Secondly, they look at the case of Bemba. Bemba, as we heard recently, MLC, his political party, has been also complaining that there is a process of trying to exclude Jean-Pierre Bemba from this electoral which is coming, the election, presidential election which is coming. So therefore, they know that if they remove also Bemba, who has got several members, people who support him, a number of the people supporting him is quite higher than many people think, that can also lead to trouble. And finally, they came up with the other issue about Tshisekedi Felix, saying that Tshisekedi Felix situation is not also clear and clean. Therefore, they presented his CV, showing that his CV contained mistakes or contains misinformation. So based on that, they want also to disqualify him. So disqualifying those three principal actors, three main actors in the political situation of the Congo, will lead to a raid. People will stand up against that decision of CENI. Trouble will be seen. And once the trouble is seen, what will happen? They will say the Congo is in trouble, the situation is shaken, then we will not go for the election. So this is like a type of setup. They set up the situation where they know if we touch those three political actors, because they have got millions of people behind them, then we will end up by not having the elections, because those people will stand up, they will shout, they will make trouble, then we'll be in a state of emergency where election cannot be held in such situation. So this is one of the plans of, once again, the government of Kinshasa to make the elections to not have place in order for people to find themselves in the imposition of Kabila being the leader of the country. So the second point is about ELIE KAPEND. ELIE KAPEND, who stood up recently, and he was saying, you know, he gave some type of ultimatum to Kabila to step down. But today, yesterday, sorry, we were surprised to hear that he was under arrest and is now at Demiape. That's where he's kept. This same scenario happened also when John Chibangu was also under arrest. After proclaiming that, you know, I gave to Kabila a few days, 25 days or 45 days. In 25 or 45 days, he must step down. He was also under arrest, and today he's kept at Demiape. So what is happening? Is this a setup? Is this just a way of distracting people? Is this a way that Kabila want to present to the world tomorrow that, look, I need peace for the Congo, and look at those peace troubles, look at those peace troublers that have been arresting for the past maybe several months, and if I wanted really Congo to be in trouble, I could just release them. However, I keep them to prove to the world that, you know, I need peace in my country. I don't want the country to be in pieces, to be broken, to be destroyed. That's why I prove to you that I've arrested those rebellious movement or their leaders, and here they are. And they will say, yeah, Kabila really is someone who needs peace. They will give him, you know, all their applause, and he'll continue to be there while continue to distract the world. That's on one side. Secondly, those people who are under arrest, he keeps them at the MIAP, and he may tell them, I don't kill you. Do you know why? Because I'm good to you, but I could easily finish with you. Therefore, I will also ask a favor from you, to protect me, to work for me, to work with me in order to consolidate my power, to be here forever. And you'll nominate them, you'll give them positions here and there in order for them, because morally now they feel like, you know, they are guilty. This guy could kill us, but now he saved our lives. We should fight for him. And you'll use them the same way that he used. You know, recently he nominated a few generals, he nominated a few of his enemies, he gave to them positions in the army in order to protect him. Which is like, in return, I didn't kill you, so you have also to save me. And this is what he has been doing also with ELIE KAPEND. This is a setup not only for the population of the Congo, but also for the entire world to know. And ELIE KAPEND is ready to save him, and he will save him. That's clear and clean. Anyway, to move on, I will say that the population of the Congo is tired. People are so tired with all those political scenarios that we live every single day. People are like, you know, enough is enough. We need now to see our rescue. But where will our rescue come from? Is it going to come from the Western world? Is it going to come from our churches, our priests, or ourselves? I'm sure that it's going to come from ourselves. Because of being tired, because of being disappointed with several political actors. As I say every time, 90% of them, even 95% of those political actors, they are just like satellite parties. They are joined to FCC, they are joined to presidential majorities, they are joined to Kabila, they are behind Kabila, but they pretend to be opposition. Those people, all together, all of them, have disappointed the nation. And now population is like, okay, where to go? Whenever they hear there is a movement coming from somewhere, like KAPEND said, people were already behind him and they wanted to support him because they don't have any other rescue. The only rescue is whoever will stand up and say, look, I will fight for you. And unlikely, those disappointments continues to be there day after day. So I urge you, I encourage the people of the Congo to take their destination in hand, to not rely, to not place or put their trust in individuals who can change their mind at any second. We should stand all together like the people of Maghreb. I mean, in the northern part of Africa, in Tunisia, Egypt, the population changed the government. They ruled the government out without guns. It's just a matter of millions of us to stand up, to be on the street, to talk, to show to them that for 10 days, 1 week, 1 month, we are not leaving the street unless you people quit the power. We go to sit maybe in front of the cabinet of the president for months, years, or again weeks, till the day that you will resign. That will be the day that you will also go back home. And this is doable, this is possible. This is a matter of making the right decision at the right time. I've already talked about this in my previous programs. You may go back and find those type of things that I gave as ideas to you and to the nation. Moreover, we find that, those who go down, those who go to the street to stop the population, to kill the population, to aggress the population, are soldiers and policemen. Kabila himself doesn't pick up a gun and go on the street and fire people. He doesn't. He just gives orders, and those orders will go to those soldiers, poor policemen who are supposed to act, who are supposed to protect the population, who are supposed to be there to, on behalf of the population, to protect them. They are acting now for the adverse side. They are acting now to please Kabila, to do things for Kabila rather than doing things for their own people. They kill their wives, they kill their children, they kill their nations, they kill their aunties and uncles They disturb order. They pull our hair because they want only to serve Kabila, which is a big shame. Because if you see the way that Kabila treats those people, if you look at them, their way of appearing, their salaries, their entire lives is so corrupt. With a meager salary, which you cannot even buy a bread, a daily bread, please, excuse me the term. You can't even purchase a bread with the salary of some of those people. But they continue to support him. What a shame. Why can't you say no, like the soldiers of Zimbabwe did? Go just, you generals, you colonels, you majors and others, go just to Kabila's place and say, look, from now and on, you can't leave your house. We block you inside. You can't leave this perimeter. You have to stay inside your house. And outside here, put someone else there for transition. Maybe a priest, maybe whoever, maybe Mosengo, maybe any person who is good, who can act and prepare properly the elections, as it was done in Zimbabwe. That was a good example. And by doing so, we didn't see Zimbabwe to become a bloodshed. We don't need blood in the Congo anymore. And those who make blood to be seen everywhere are soldiers and policemen, because you are the one who opened the fire. But if today you say no to Kabila, you say no to his movement, no to his orders, no for him even to move from wherever he is now, Congo will never forget about you. The people of the Congo will really be rescued. They will feel like this is a right answer for their problems. So I will invite all of you soldiers, I will invite you, all of you generals, to step up, to step in this matter. Take matter with two hands. Save this nation. Without bloodshed, save this nation. You are capable of doing it. You are. It's just a matter of deciding how to do it, when to do it. And we don't wait to see it happening 60 years later. This is a time for you, because you're in power now, you're in a good position now. Do it right now. Open your eyes, open your mind, open your consciousness, open your everything for this nation, because the nation of us needs you. Young people, youth in Kananga, they have been asking for their governor, Denis Kambai, to step down. Why? Because Denis Kambai done nothing for the province. In Kananga, even if you travel there today, you need your water bottle, because there is no water there. There is nothing there. Life has become really so challenging, to the point that the population suffer more than what is a suffering standard should be. It's a disaster. Therefore, they're asking for their governor to maybe to quit, maybe to surrender his power in order to find another way or another person who can lead the province for the next coming maybe few months before the election. But the government told them, look, I cannot just say quit my power like that. You have to follow the procedure. Procedure which does not even exist. Procedure which is unknown to now. And I should say, shame on you, Denis Kambai, because if the population doesn't like you, it was a good opportunity for you to tell Kabila, look, I'm not liked anymore. People are tired of me. Let me quit. This is my resignation. Resign. And that will save you in long term. That will honor you in long term. But if you continue to stick there and to fight for your own dignity, for your own maybe well-being, forgetting the population that you are the head of, it's a big shame. And I can tell my brethren, my brothers and sisters of Kananga, that this situation is not the first one in the Congo. This has been happening for several months in several provinces. In occurrence, I will take the example of South Kivu, where the governor, Chishambo Marcelin, was required also to resign. And although he went up and down, by the way, they came and replaced him. They voted for someone else who has been acting worse than Chishambo even. The governor whose, houses were on fire, and he didn't even send a message or come close to his people and see what is happening. Never. He didn't have such a time. So, even if Denis Kambai will go, people of Kananga may end up facing the same system continuing to govern their province. They may change as an individual, but the same system will continue to be there. And that's the situation of South Kivu, where Chishambo was kicked outside, but he didn't continue to be outside because the Kabila brought him closer to him now. Now he's one of the advisors of Kabila in the presidency. So you can see those people, they don't care for the population, they don't care for what you're crossing. And if you say, okay, we need a change, they will pretend to make a change, but the system will continue to be the same or worse. People of Kananga have been punished because they didn't vote for Kabila in 2011. They voted for UDPS, for Tshisekedi. As well as many provinces of the Congo today have been paying the price for not voting for him. And that is not a new story. I'm sure you know about all of this. So what we need is not only the change of the governor, but it's a change of the whole system, the entire government with their tools. We want to see them out. That way I agree with the people of CLC. We don't need to see blood anymore. We know that the election is coming, but they are setting it up in order for things to explode and bloodshed can be seen. That's all that they want. They want to remain in power by force. They want to continue to be leaders by force, although they are there illegally now, but they want to stay there eternally. We don't need blood. We don't need to see ours dying like flies anymore. Therefore, I've been asking soldiers, as I said before, I've been asking policemen, I've been asking you military authorities to take a step, learn from Zimbabwe. Mugabe was stronger than Kabila. Mugabe has been wiser than Kabila, but they defeated him with a small action. To tell him, we respect you, we won't touch you, don't leave your house, that's all. Do the same and we'll see a great big change in the Congo. Because the population cannot handle the situation by themselves. They are in a great need to see someone who will take the lead. Army, we invite you to do that. For the love of the Congo, for the love of the people of the Congo, for the unity of our nation, for the solidarity of the Congo, we invite you to do something. Step up. You are there to protect the population. You are there. May God bless Congo. May God bless you, the person who's watching me now. May God bless you, the person who's listening to me now. Congo is a great country. Congo is a country which will never and ever be divided. Congo is ours, and it will remain for us forever. Once again, I say thank you so much for watching me. If this is your first time to watch us, we will invite you just to join us, subscribe, and be one of ours. And there is a small bell down there. You can click on that bell. So whenever we publish our videos, you can watch us alive or live wherever we are. Thank you so much for your time. I wish you a great day, great evening, a great night, depending on where you are. May God bless you. Thank you and good night for now.